It's me coming to you live. I decided, since I have opened up my location on YouTube, I would record a second video detailing what's going on. This video is more about logistics than it is about what's going on. I'll go into what's going on, but I'll get more logistics. So in San Juan, Puerto Rico, there is no homeless services. There is La Fonte de Jesus, and it serves 2 meals a day. One at 9 a.m. And then another one at 11:30. It's ran by they call themselves a voting member of the group, but the group there who consider themselves voting members, most of them are criminals or snitches. It's a group, a conglomerate of that, so criminals and snitches. There is the Salvation Army, but it doesn't, they don't provide benefits. I went there and slept the night there and asked them for benefits, and they don't provide benefits. And then there is the Red Cross, which only deploys in a disaster. So there is no other place to go except for La Fonte de Jesus. My time there, when I first interviewed there, they told me the process to getting a place. They do have an apartment. My process is, I met with her. She said I had to have all my information. She took all my information. She took my birth certificate, my social security, and my license. Then she said, once we're going to have to verify that you don't have electricity. But then when I was supposed to verify that I don't have electricity, they set up an electrical account in my name, right there in front of me. So I've got electricity here, or electricity account with their utility. And so that's what they did. I'm going to have a lot of people come to interfere in what I'm doing, just to block it. Like I say, there's a lot of people here who are Tesla and military and everything. So back to what I was saying. That's the logistics here. As a homeless person, there's only a few places to go. There's Walmart, which is the main shopping area in this area, and pretty much the surrounding San Juan. I mean, there's a few stores, but there's Walmart. And then there's a bus stop there. And then there's the park. I found this park where I'm at. And then you just kind of walk around and sit at different parks. And then there's the beach. Each one of these locations are monitored by the local gangs. So they put a lookout there. Here's one right here. I'll show you. That person sitting there looks like he's just a homeless person, but he's a scout. They put a scout in every area, every store, And then there's a guy that stays on the beach. He facilitates and takes orders for the women that they're going to traffic over here. And it's all ran through La Fonda de Jesus. And so when I moved here, I didn't realize that I was walking into a criminal organization as a city, as basically a territory, you know. I had no idea, and I got here, and that's what I was walking into. They have made it an active measure, and it should have been a little bit easier if I wasn't who I was or who I am, and didn't really stick to my principles and morals about who I am and what I believe in. It should have been easy to you know, corrupt me, you know. But besides watching illegal immigration for the first time happen in real time, I haven't done anything, no drugs. If I get enough money, I'll go get a bottle of Don Q, you know. But that's only been, I've been here 5 weeks now. It's only been like 3 times. Every single one of the Trump officials have showed up. That's how it's been. They wanted to pretend that it was the gangs that tried to keep me from employment. And part of that is true, but most of it was done by the Colin family. After a week of being here, Tesla and his group of people showed up, and like 5 new Teslas appeared. And keep in mind, this is not the mainland. This is Puerto Rico, an island. So you have to bring over 5 brand new Tesla trucks, cyber trucks, by boat, you know. So that's kind of was my indication that, hey, shit's gonna start again. Like Seattle, Tacoma, like not San Francisco, Sacramento. That was my cue. And then, so recently, once I kind of figured out that, hey, this is manufactured, this is not a, this is more manufactured through professional means than it is criminal means, I went to researching, and I came across, I searched the Collin family, but I knew they couldn't do it on their own. And the type of things that they were trying to set me up and doing would be professional. I mean, you were talking about camera views and audio and lookouts recording. We're not just talking about you know, one random person trying to catch you in a situation. Because I'm in a small area and it's overpopulated. Usually when there's a attempt to manufacture information, there's 4 or 5 people videoing. It's just a fact. I got to the point where I actively have to say, I don't understand Spanish. I mean, I understand a pretty good bit, but I'm not local, so they would have some people say, you know, incriminating stuff in Spanish, and they'd say it fast enough to where I couldn't pick it up. I mean, I speak better Spanish than a lot of mainlanders who move here and been here for a year or so. I speak better Spanish than them, and I can't pick it up, so I'll say out loud. And I've learned to speak out loud. It's kind of one of my defenses. When I walk up to someone, I'll speak out loud where it's clear in my voice and you hear it. Or if I don't understand, I'll tell them straight up, I don't understand what you said. Just for liability purposes, one of the good things that happened when I got here was the city put their eyes on me, and I at first it was kind of a rough thing, just because they never had anyone come in and stand up to what I thought was a criminal organization, and if you look at my videos on YouTube, you'll see I used my counterterrorism background to kind of understand what was going on, and so once they saw what I was doing, and once they started to understand why I was doing it, a lot of them jumped on my side. I wouldn't say jumped on my side. They were more open to the moves that I would make. I would start to have conversation with, different citizens and everything, so it's kind of a layer of a protection. But given the fact that the person who was actively, well, now I know it's two people. There was, I saw the news of a senator who was a senator who is in trial. I don't know what he's in trial for, but I immediately recognized him yesterday on the TV as being at La Fonda de Jesus, and then there's Governor Jennifer Gonzalez Collins. She took a picture with my child in front of me. I was at the corner. There's a main corner. It's the open to Canando and Walgreens, and she took a picture with my child, and then she walked over and pretended to hand out Christian material, and I went and sat down by the hotel where my child was, and they were two ladies pulled out, and because I saw her take the picture with my child and the person who was watching over, and she went to the hotel, and I followed the hotel just to take a look at the child, and then okay, cool. Well, I sit there most of the time just because I'm on camera all the time, so there's no fabricating information or anything like that. And two heavy-set women pull out in a white car. It's like a Toyota, and they say, they tell me in Spanish, the dude in red with wine is going up there to chop off the head of the lady who was pushing my child. And then another group come out, and that group kind of played defense, and then later a girl walks out with the child in her arms and drives off, and it was followed by a bald head dude in a Jeep. And so I was powerless. One of that video that I talked about losing a child, there was a stain on the concrete right here in the park, and I was told that's where they cut off her head. And so that's the type of shit I'm living through. I was walking past Walmart, and I don't know why or where I was going. I was mad because something was going on. They said that somebody had died or got raped, and I heard my brother's voice from a car, and he said, I'm killed, I'm gone. That's what he said. And I don't know if it was engineered or if it was the real thing, but that's what I heard. So when Tesla got here, I don't know how long this video is, it's not that long. When Tesla got here, they start talking about it switching hands, and every night, every evening, they say it's going to switch hands. You're going to get a card, blah, blah, blah. That's what they say. And so I started to prepare for it. I had seen probably about a couple of months prior an article about upcoming CEO from Western Airlines, Rex Rowley. Boy, how stupid was I? But she was young. She's not that young. She's a CEO, you know, and I wanted her to be my CEO. So I was starting to prepare my list for my cabinet, and not my cabinet, my board. And so I reached out to a lot of people, you know. I sent an email to Warren Buffett because my stock was dropping. I noticed that the Tesla stock had been on a downturn over the last 5 months, and of course I didn't die, so it was going to transfer to me, and so I asked for help from Warren Buffett just to insure my stock, and I don't actually know how it played out. I believe Buffett had a really good, his influence helped me a lot, but Musk and Trump took credit for it with the whole Tesla showcase on the White House lawn, but it wasn't, you know. I put in the email that Warren Buffett was one of the bad guys. I'm not for sure of that. I've watched him for many years. He's always had a good person. He's always been a good person. And so, and then once back to Shrexa Rowley, Musk invited her here with the intention to basically have sex with her and fuck me over and make fun of me. And so her whole group came in, Western Airlines, and that's what they did. They got together and worked together with Musk, and now I know the Colin family, and made an attempt to make me seem incompetent, and you know, that's what happened. So they kept going back and forth about, you know, who you're gonna pick. They said that they wouldn't, the justices who were here, and you're gonna see my first video on them, but they were here. I seen them, my own eyes, talked to them, passed by. They sit at a restaurant behind me one time as I was yelling that I was in danger and I needed to get out because I know I was under surveillance. They said the justices wouldn't allow it to change hands. First they said it was because I was a part of the Sinaloa gang, and the actual big guy, head guy, was like, no, he's a liaison. He's just trying to make us go legal, and they did. That's not a personal thing. When I got here, I walked past the old, I guess I wouldn't call it headquarters, the whole old business, And since I've been here, they updated it. And they updated it and prepared for a registered business. That's facts. That's true. That's not a leaning thing. That's freaking true. So they were telling me that I didn't have a board in place. Shrexa had switched sides, and she was with Musk. That's what they told me. The reason being, they didn't think I'd be able to put another board in place. And I don't like doing business from a phone laying on the ground, but I figured, okay, well, I need to put a board in place, so if it does change its hands, once Wall Street finds out about it, they know that I can handle my business. My original board was put together hand-wise. I had a South American economist. I had a treasury. I had everything set up, and I wanted to reach out to Jamie Dimon himself and get a couple of his recommendations for the board, just so I would have someone from Wall Street who knows what's going on there. It was a pretty solid board. But like I say, Tesla took that and blew it apart with the intention to make me seem incompetent. So my next choice was a vice president from Home Depot. I watched her and worked at the company during 2015 to 2017, and Home Depot grew. Home Depot was not a leader. Lowe's was actually a leader. And Home Depot outgrew them. Outgrew them to the point to where it became a powerhouse, and she was a part of that team who did that. I marked her name and saved it, and they immediately jumped on that. What I'm saying to you is, there has been an active effort to extinguish anything that I do that is deemed business-wise. I think they were going to tank the business and make it bankrupt, just to ruin my reputation. And all the moves that I was going to make or have made, they've countered just to make it look as if I don't know what I'm doing. That email that I sent to the news people is absolutely correct. Their goal at this point, their goal at this point is to ruin any reputation that I have, whether it's trying to make me a gang member or trying to make me a human trafficker or a mental health person. And that's just the biases, the racial biases that they use. Once everybody here and basically everybody here found out that, hell, I can actually run a Fortune 500 company. I understand all principles from economics to basic accounting, not basic accounting, advanced accounting really, to taxes, to corporate taxes. They start to understand why Tesla was here and the Trump administration was here and why they were paying people off and stuff like that. That's what I'm dealing with. That's the video for now. It was rumored. One thing I found out about being here in San Juan as lookalikes. Believe it or not, they hire people to look like you, to steal your identity. They come from all over the island, and it's not like it's all the islands, surrounding islands, which are a non-U.S. territory. They hire people to look like you. So, that was one thing that and the reason I said that is I had chose, and I'll tell you who it is. Her last name is Campbell from Home Depot. They say she's been here. I hope she hasn't, but they say she has. And the reason why I chose her, just because I'm putting things out on social media, is because she is well versed. She knows how to put together a board, so I don't have to pick people for them to target and to go against. If she does get a chance to watch this video, it's her show. And I'm honored to be on the ride with it. I was going to say one more thing, but I forgot what I was going to say a little bit late. I forgot what I was going to say, but I'll end this video at that and upload it tomorrow. My last thought is when so many powerful people, I'm talking about the head of all departments under the administration, Trump administration, including the president himself, and Supreme Court justices, and the CEOs, and Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos, and right now I'm learning Jamie Dimon, and the CEO of owner of Walmart. When so many powerful people are actively trying to destroy a reputation of a person who literally was barred from employment, it should ring bells to the crowd. It should be something that you investigate. I've been here 5 weeks, and I've only had $100 to my name, with the intention that I'd get my IRS check. I didn't know they were gonna use it to hold me hostage. When so many people go out of their way to put you in danger, to take you out, to discredit you, it should tell you, it should ring bells. And so, yeah, that's what it is. I've had 2 bomb attempts in the last week. I've eaten human beings, my child. I've had children offered. I'd say probably about 40% of it is gang related. 60% of it is government. Government, and that's all I want to talk about. McConnell Valdez LLC. I ID'd them. I not all of them, but 2 of them for sure. The 3rd one, I wasn't for sure. Positive IDs. I was just searching because I knew I don't ever see Jennifer Gonzalez Collins all the time, but I noticed that businesses were a part of the whole thing. And once I noticed businesses were a part of the whole thing, I just started to research. They're the most powerful law firm in San Juan. And so I went and I looked through their Rolodex of people who they hired, and I'd be damned. At La Fonda de Jesus, I positively ID'd 2 of them at a shelter, put on a pose, and then I said the senator, I got to see him stand up, though. He was on camera in court yesterday. If I see his height, I'll make his face looks the same. Like I said, a lot of people look alike here in San Juan, but if I see his height, I can make a positive ID. I'm probably about 80% sure it was him. So, yeah, I'm still living. Just waiting on my chance to make my mark on Wall Street and the world. Believe it or not, all my business interests and partners around the world globally have formally made it known that I will be okay. My business will be okay. And so I am, as I said in my email to the news crew, I can walk and chew gum. I can fight off death threats or the threat of death or the definition of terrorism, and prepare to be one of the leaders in the United States. This is Terrence James. This is another video. I'll give you one later. Bye.